Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, Divine Debut 11. Thank you for joining us here. This is the messenger is here, and I hope that you are all doing well. It is Tuesday, the 12th of November of 2024. I still have not fixed the light, unfortunately. I'm getting there. Let's see what the messenger brings us today, as the moon has just ingressed into Aries, the sign of Mars. And Mars is, Mars is in the sign of Leo. So moon and Mars, as I'm doing this reading, is in good aspect. So emotional courage to move forward, to flirt, to play, to shine, to follow our heart. Right, there's a very strong masculine energy. Now, we've got the lovers here that's opened up. I will take it. And the lovers is Gemini. There could be other people involved here. We could be talking, sorry about that. We could be talking about the involvement of other people. Gemini can mean the twins. This could be a twin flame connection. This could be a head over heart decision. This is obviously a sign that this is a very important connection. Now, we know Jupiter is retrograding through the sign of Gemini, and this could be about a relationship where it's a very cerebral, very communicative or not connection. Maybe someone's using their logic more than what their heart. Remember, Mars from Leo, which is the heart, is going to retrograde back into Cancer, not until early December, but we're also, my dear friends, coming up to, and I hope you like our table. I hope you like the setup. We're coming up to a full moon in Taurus. And it's going to be connecting with Uranus, so we're going to have many big surprises as we're coming up to a full moon. The moon loves to be in Taurus. It's exalted there. So think of the moon, which is a feminine energy, right? It's a yin energy in the house of Venus, which is also a feminine. Taurus is a feminine sign, nevertheless. So, but Uranus is going to bring surprises, the unexpected, very unpredictable happenings on this full moon. For some of you, this may have happened already, as the moon is filling out after we had that new moon in Scorpio on the first day of November. But what's most important as well is that Saturn is turning direct, Saturn through the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces and Taurus, they're in good connection. They're in a sextile connection, which means there will be opportunities. Let's see what the messages are, as we are using the Good Tarot today, if you're wondering. The box just fell down, so I can't show you the box, but we're also going to be looking at the Angels of Abundance for some advice from the angels. We're using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, right? And as I said, the Good Tarot. Let's see what's going on. What does the messenger bring us today? We will be here tomorrow for the Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Love reading that we do every Wednesday. I'm giving you the opportunity to comment, yes please. Make sure you're subscribed and that you're notified. Okay, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. Let's see what's going on, as we've got the lovers. The lovers, which we know this is Archangel Michael. We just recently had the very important day, the 8th of November, and then the portal of 11/11, which was yesterday. Today is the 12th. I do feel that the portal is open, right? Both these dates are very important for me. So let's see what Spirit is bringing us energetically as we are reading the energies here. Remember, this is a general reading, and we are reading for many of you out there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you for your support and your love always. We've got the Chariot, so we've got Cancer. The Chariot, Major Arcana. This speaks to transition, change, movement. This could be at the time when Mars, possibly early next year, is going to go backwards, as Mars is going to retrograde. He's going to station at that 6th degree of Leo, so he will be affecting very much the fixed signs. They'll need to get uncomfortable and take action, and he's going to retrograde back. So the fixed signs that are born in the first 10 days, let's say. So if you're a Leo or an Aquarius or a Scorpio or a Taurus, it's important for you. But also the Mars retrograde will be important for the last decan, the middle point of the cardinal signs. So second and third decan, as Mars is going to retrograde back into Cancer early next year. So Cancer is all about our emotions. It's our psyche. It's where we live. It's who we live with. It's how we feel safe and secure emotionally. The moon is the soul. It's our psyche. It's what we don't show usually. It's our personal private life. But we've got the Chariot here, which speaks to victory, the ability, but choices need to be made. There's the black and white, the darkness and the light fighting, and we know the light always wins. Let's see what's going on. We've got the 8 of fire, 8 of wands. So these are messages. This is, again, movement, flight, travel. We've got travel over land, travel through the air. The 8 of fire is Cupid's love messages. These are the, let's say, the wands of fire, the staffs of fire, of desire, of passion, the passion to move forward, the passion for change, for transition, to take that chariot and move it forward. Whatever this chariot is what you're hoping to manifest and to create, right? So interesting because we've got sun and moon here if we think about it. 8 of fire is very, very much, I want to hit that target. It's fire. Fire is inspiration, creation. And I would say we've got Cancer Leo energies here. So I feel that Mars has got a lot to do with what's going on now. Remember, Mars is the warrior, the confident, the angry, the aggressive, there's no stopping me. Mars in Leo is very much about taking a gamble. I'm gonna trust that I can do this, right? I'm gonna take a risk. I'm going to flirt. I'm going to play. I'm going to follow my heart. This is like a new moon for me, which new moon was in Scorpio, 1st of November. Now we're going to see 2 weeks later down the track with this full moon coming up on the 15th with the moon filling out in Taurus. So it speaks to the fixed signs, obviously. Let's continue. 6 of earth. So we've got some water, some fire, and then some earth. And 6 of earth is like reciprocity. It's like an exchange. It's a very karmic card, karma dharma. That's what it speaks to for me. And it's like whether it's a payout, and this could be business. This could be overcoming any obstacles where your vocation, your work life is concerned. There's change. It's like hitting the spot, hitting the target. There's going to be reciprocity in whatever it is that we are following. There's going to be an exchange, like a justice sort of an energy. This could be a payback as well, whether it's physical, emotional. We've got the Page of Water, so Pisces comes through. An unexpected offer, a playful offer, a trusting or juvenile small offer nevertheless. This could, and I'm sorry you cannot see the card. I know it's right where it shouldn't be, so let's put it up there. Maybe you can see it there. This is the worst spot on my table. So this could also be an apology. It's a very creative opportunity. And just mentioning that Venus has stepped into Capricorn now, She is getting more serious. She's getting more grounded. Venus is love, money, peace. She's in the sign of the sign ruled by Saturn, and she's going to come up and make a positive aspect to Saturn. And they're, it's going to hold great potential, and this will happen in the next couple of weeks. So let's continue. We've got the Seven of Water, more water here. So a lot of emotions. Seven of Water can speak to a little bit of confusion, and there can be illusion, because recently, Venus at those last degrees of Sagittarius has squared off to Neptune in Pisces. We're talking about the mutable signs that have got planets angles at those last degrees. It may have been very confusing, not being able to see through the veil. Sometimes Venus squaring over to Neptune, Venus through Sagittarius should be seeing the bigger picture, or wanting to take a risk, or wanting to spread our wings and fly where money and things that we desire are concerned. Maybe doubting our beliefs or what we believe to be true, doubting our perception, our intuition, let's say. Seven of Cups can also be many doors open. Now, there may have been confusion and illusion recently, but there may have also been romance, and there could be some doubts, some maybe taking a step or two back. Now, let's see what the outgoing card is, because we've got 8 cups here, and 8 is all about checking out from somewhere where we did not find our total bliss, happiness, emotional fulfillment. That's 8 cups, and because cups, the 7 of Cups especially, can also be a sense of escapism, wanting to escape a situation because either there's illusion, self-deception, deception coming from others, not seeing clearly, or even self-doubt. Okay? Where our self-doubt is concerned about what we perceive to be true, what we understand, whether we're seeing clearly or not, right? And we've got the Two of Water. So Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is here, and this is an agreement, an emotional agreement. My dear friends, this reading ends off with a lot of water. And we've just, the moon has just finished up in Pisces, which is a water sign. I do feel this has probably got a lot to do with the moon filling out in Taurus, because that's where the moon is exalted. And obviously water and earth work really well together. Taurus is an earth sign, so okay, the moon is going to enter Taurus, and then remember, the moon changes every 2.5 days, changes signs. So there's going to be a surprise factor, something you do not expect. Remember, Uranus is expect the unexpected. He's very hard to predict. And it's, for me, it could be for many of us, it could be something that we are succeeding in that we did not expect. I truly feel that, because we've also got 10 cups here, which 10 breaks down to an ace again, I'm going to say. And we've got the 5 of earth as well, feeling left out in the cold, doubting that there's, big, how can I say it? Big doubts, huge doubts relative to what we believed in, whether there'll be a commitment, whether there'll be an agreement, whether there'll be a partnership or a romantic coming together or not, because the 5 of earth, we've got the 6 here. So the general energy is, I would say, because usually we see 2 people feeling left out in the cold, all they have is each other, really. And it's as though they're turning their backs on what they believed in, or what for them was their truth. Maybe there's, and I get the Pisces, the hanging man energy, where what we believed, maybe we're seeing things from a different perspective now. It could be you, could be the person you're dealing with, the people you're dealing with, nevertheless. This also speaks to big differences, social standing between you and that person. Maybe, I don't know if you come from different beliefs, different religion, or that there was an imbalance where your beliefs are concerned, whether you believe that you could make this, whether there would be a return, let's say, because you've gone through generally many changes. Remember, fives are change. There are imbalances, but we've got the Six of Pentacles here that's promised. Let's see what's beneath, and we've got the Page of Earth. So there's the other pentacle here, right? So someone was looking at this situation, this partnership, this relationship. Could be business, could be anything. And the promise is that they will be reciprocating here. Maybe they've made up their mind. Maybe this partnership, this relationship has been blessed by the gods, and that's God's will. That's the will of the divine. Let's see. And that could be a turnaround, a successful outcome with this full moon in Taurus. And Taurus, remember, is a Venus-ruled sign. And, of course, Venus now in Capricorn is in good aspect to Taurus. As, you know, from Earth to Earth is a 120-degree angle, a trine, which is a hand of spirit. Let's see what the Lenormand shows us at this point. What is the message coming from the Lenormand deck? We've got a feminine archetype here. She does wear Venus on her chest, but I do see a lot of fire through her. It could be her desires. She could have a very strong placement of Venus. She could be a Taurus. She could be a Libra, but she can also be a fire sign, is what I get from her. She's not the type to sit back. She's the type that will chase. She knows her worth. She's very in tune with her sexuality, with her ability to create. She's very fiery, very powerful. Let's see. This could be you. This could be someone in your life, if this is not you. We've got the masks. We've got the sun in front of her. So she could be someone that's well known in her society. She could be a Leo. She could be someone that's just very loves taking risks, someone that's grandiose, someone that is very open and playful, where her love life, her sexuality is concerned. Again, I'm going to say maybe she's very truthful and doesn't shy away. Even though we've got the masks, the sun is on her side, so she's more clear about, you know, what she feels, what she wants. Let's say what comes on the other side, where we've got the moon, and we did see sun and moon here, which I mentioned before. We've got the key. Right, so the key, which is a resolution, a revelation, an escape, an ability to get out of a cage. The key also speaks to healing for me, but also possibly an open wound relative to the other person, I would say, and their psyche, because the moon is very secretive. So I don't know if we could be talking about a Taurus as the moon is filling out. Possibly she's an Aries as well, I'm going to say, but yeah, Aries with Pisces. But the moon, yeah, is about the soul, is about secrets, it's about fear, or maybe this is an opening. The moon can also speak to someone's home or their personal life. Maybe she's finding a way, and she's following her heart and finding a way to escape, to get out of a prison, an imprisoning situation, whatever that was, where she was stuck. And we've got the stairways, which could speak to a choice, a decision. Remember, 22 is like the open portal of 1111, which we had yesterday. This would be the transition from those aces, the 1111 to 22. So there's movement and there's transition. That's what we also see with the Chariot and with the Eight of Wands. So there's movement, there's communication towards reciprocity, equality, justice. Many doors possibly opening as well. It starts off with a small offer, it could be an apology, and then there's an agreement I see here. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here on this card, which to me says that Queen of Pentacles would be a mother or a spouse or someone that's just there and very dependable for others, someone that has been very patient, someone that is looking at their money. Yes, she could be a mother. And we've got Queen of Hearts here as well. Interesting, a lot of feminine energy, even though we've got, as I was saying, masculine with Mars in good aspect to Aries, where the moon is. So it's like the masculine energy of the feminine coming through, I would say here, more than likely. And we see a choice there's a choice made for a new cycle, a transition, a movement of homes, a new home, a new job as well. This is like a new beginning for me, because the storks, remember, bring the child. The child is a new beginning. It's like starting to build on a new nest, a new foundation. There's an agreement here. So a lot of yin energy. We've got some yang as well. Let's not forget that. And we've got the contract here, the agreement. Look at that. There's the ring, and the ring could also be cycles that she's been through again and again, but it seems a little bit different here because a choice is being made to move forward, not fearing the darkness, moving with the light towards what she desires. So she could be also the pinnacle of desire of a divine masculine, even though we have not seen a divine masculine figure here. We do have a page of earth, which could be a child as well. We've got the fox, and the fox is like the thief in the tarot for me. It's about being intelligent, it's about being tactful, or maybe someone's figuring something out where there were masks, there were things that were unknown, but there's a resolve, there's an understanding, there's like a breaking the code of something, or finding out that someone's made a choice. Remember that we've got the lovers here. So if you are dealing with someone maybe that has got Venus in Gemini, or their moon in Gemini, or they are a Gemini, they've got maybe a stellium of planets in Gemini, that would be a hard decision, right? But Gemini is also how we perceive, how we communicate. So this is also tact, but also intelligence. What's beneath it? We've got the star. And the star does speak to a wish fulfillment, progressing towards goals, that there's hope, that there's recognition, that someone is going to succeed. What's beneath that? We've got the mountain, where we see the blockages, the limitations. Remember that Saturn is going to turn direct. Right now, my dear friends, Saturn is totally stopped in the sky. And Saturn is the lord of karma, restriction, blockages, timing. Imagine that he's actually stopped and ready to change direction, of course, in the sign of Pisces, which Pisces is the vision, is the dream, is the fantasy. Saturn is the building blocks. So now that Saturn is, he took us back, right? He took us back in time as to what was limited, what was restricted, what was the law. And Saturn also grounds the energy of escapism where Pisces is concerned, and Neptune that rules Saturn. We know that these two, Saturn and Neptune, are going to connect. They will be connecting from early next year as they're coming closer and closer. They're starting to connect. They're preparing to ingress into Aries. So for me, their connection, which will happen exactly in June next year of 2025, this will be a totally different ball game, right? Because Neptune could be the illusion, it could be the dream, the fantasy, or some love connection, some romantic or creative situation that is happening on the, in the ethers, but not in a practical, physical way, which is Saturn. Saturn is trying to bring down, trying to steady and to stabilize and to, help us start building on that foundation relative to this vision, this dream, this fantasy. So, as I always say, give it time. Some dreams, some fantasies can happen, can come true. So maybe you've done cycles. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Maybe you have to think more positively. Everything makes a big difference. Everything plays a role. I want to take 2 more cards on the 2 of water, 2 of cups here. Let's see, get a little bit more clarity on the 2 of cups here. We've got the hanging man, which I visioned before, which I felt the energies of the hanging man. Someone's needing time. They're closing up a major karmic cycle in their life. They have seen things from a different perspective. I was just talking about Pisces. Maybe this is, when this dream could crystallize, when this imagination, when this fantasy of yours can take true form. Let's see. And we've got the World, which is another card of completion and accomplishment. Now, some of you may be dealing with someone that is a foreigner. Interesting that we see in number 21. We've got number 21 here. There's the mountain. And the mountain, of course, could speak to limitations. But someone who needs to, because this is a Mars energy, someone who needs to be strong. Remember the mountain goat, the sea goat, that needs to climb to the peak of that mountain. It's not an easy journey reaching that mountaintop, the success. But this is a card, two major arcana, 2 very strong major arcana cards, and the World card is a completion and an ending before, remember, the new cycle begins. We see that here as well. This is an accomplishment as well. So this could be a huge success story. What I notice here for the first time ever is the keyhole, and I've never noticed that in the Good Tarot. Maybe you can see it. There it is. You could see it there. And there is the key. There is the key, my dear friends. What's beneath the mountain? We've got the tree. The tree has grown deep, deep roots. Tree is family, is health. It's a relationship where the roots, go all the way back to past lifetimes, I'm going to say. Family may have played a very major role as well. For me, this is also a past connection, a long-term connection. The tree does promise a lot. So there is a success story here. We go from 12, it goes to 21. So there's like a flipping, just like what Uranus would do. He would just flip the situation. What you don't expect may just happen here, right? And for others of you, this may not play out until February of next year. This dream of yours, sometimes you may have lost hope as well, you and your person. Let's see what's beneath the Page of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of air. We see the ship. The ship is going through. It's not even nearly also not on the water. It's practically going through the air. So this is about transition. This is about movement. It's like a new journey has already opened. Beneath that is the 2 of fire. There's the portal. Portal opens. Choices need to be made. Someone's had a higher perspective, that they've seen the light. And the 2 of fire is also the 2 of wands, is like, I'm chasing my desire. I'm letting go of the past and what's fizzled out. At some point, there was desire. Now, we go from the ace to the 2. Remember, the 2 of wands comes after the ace of wands, which is, this is what I truly desire, and this is what I'm going to create. There have been opportunities. Maybe there's going to be an opportunity here that, someone's seen the light. Now they've got the ability, right, to make the changes. It's time. It's time. It's like a cycle completes with a new beginning, and someone has managed a situation. They've been very intelligent, very witty, and maybe secrecy is a major theme here as well. So things will be revealed. Remember, full moons are all about revelations. Let's see what the advice is here from the angels of abundance. What does Spirit want us to know? And we're just a few days before Pluto leaves Capricorn for good, right? For 200 and somewhat years until he returns to Capricorn. So Capricorn will be very happy, Capricorn individuals, but also the cardinal signs that have been dealing with Pluto. They've had Pluto in a difficult aspect. And that will happen 19th, 20th of November. So it is the ending of a major journey. Maybe something that started in 2008 for you. Could be. For others of you, could be even further back. Let's see what's going on. What is the advice, please, Spirit? What's the advice? Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Let me show you the card. It may be important for you. You may see something in the illustration that may speak to you. So ask for your needs to be met. If you're not asking the angels and God, maybe someone is asking. We see the page here. The page could be a phone call. It could be some communication. Someone may be asking that their needs be met. Okay? So it will be different for each of us, obviously, dear friends. So we'll leave it there. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for your love always. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It does help the channel, and it's very interesting what's been going on in the US. I'm following along and watching. Let's just hope whatever's going on, the outcome will be good for the people, for the economy, for everything, okay? Because I know how hard it's been for those of you there, but also it's like a domino effect for the rest of the world. So let's hope that this dark era ends soon. We are looking very forward to, this big change, this big shift of major outer planets that are going to change the whole story, the whole world. So thank you so much, everyone. Love and light. I will be back. Love you so.